Haji Anwar, teachers and students, the candidate of SPM 2025. Alhamdulillah, tonight we managed, to make our program Quantum Leap SPM 2025 come true. Before we proceed, let us begin with Ummu Kitab Al-Fatihah. Amin. Ya Rabbal Alamin. Our focus tonight, is reading skills. One of the skills that we have for our SPM 2025. We have actually more skills to focus after this, inshallah. But for tonight, we only focus on one skill because we don't want to have to do all the skills at the same time because we want to give more focus and maybe we can go in details on one skill. And we are very honored that tonight we have with us Tuan Haji Anwar bin Saha, former member of SMC Bahau. Even though he already retired, he's still active in sharing his knowledge and also the information with some of the schools and also students. Without further ado, I would like to invite Tuan Haji Anwar to continue with our program tonight.
Boleh mula Zee? Zee?
Okey, boleh mula bos.
Boleh mula? Okey. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon to all. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, teachers, we'll be doing the reading paper tonight. I'll be talking based on the SPM 2024 paper. So it's the latest paper we have in our possession, right? So hopefully you will benefit from this session, inshallah. So I'm hoping that all the candidates, you try and answer the question because we will do all 40 questions and then you can gauge how good you are. If you have questions, you can write in the live chat and then our admin will highlight some of the questions for me, or once I see your question in the live chat, I will straight away answer your question. A little bit about myself. These are my qualifications. Nothing to shout about. I'm well qualified even though I have retired. Well, I just retired about 10 months ago and I'm still doing all this giving talks and so on. So in terms of experience, I have vast experience in the paper. I know what I'm talking about, and still the same format. So my knowledge is still relevant. So please ask question if you don't understand. So let us start. We all know that the reading paper, there are 5 parts. There are 5 parts in the reading paper. Some people say part 2 is the most difficult. Some say part 4, gap text. Some say part 3. But to me, all the questions are challenging. If you ask me to rank which is the most difficult, I would say part 3. Reason being, you have a lot to read. And when it involves a 4-option multiple choice item, is not that easy. It's not that easy. So let's go through each part together. Please ask question whenever you feel like asking question. Don't wait until the end. Don't wait until the end. So the question is, how do we tackle the reading question? How do we tackle the reading question? not many schools call me for reading. Only a few, only a handful. Most schools will call me for writing and speaking, but reading and listening hardly. Not many. Not many. I know why, because not many people knows about what is going on with the paper. So to teach the reading question, it will be quite difficult. So, but let's see how we can go about tackling the reading question. Now, to improve your reading comprehension, basically, actually, you must read a lot. You must read a lot. Here it says the first thing you need to do is to read about topics that are familiar and some unfamiliar topics to you. Okay, now what are familiar topics? Familiar topics will be topics that are found in your textbook, Form 4, Form 5 textbook. So those are familiar topics. All students in Malaysia will be reading the same textbook. But what does it mean by some unfamiliar topics to you? These are topics that fall under the four or eight theme of the syllabus. These are topics that fall under the syllabus. Uh, so your teachers must give you more reading material based on the eight themes. Where do we got the eight teams? Well, we have people and culture, science and technology. What else? We have financial awareness and consumerism, and we also have two more. I don't remember, but there are eight. Like but basically there are eight. Okay, but be assured that whatever you are reading, it should revolve around the syllabus and your life as teenagers. So we won't test you based on politics. We won't test you really based on the economy and so on. It should be fair to all of you. Okay. Next, you need practical guidance before you read from your teacher. So if your teacher know how to teach reading, they will teach you a lot of sub skills regarding reading. How to identify main ideas, how to identify upper details and so on. Eh? Okay. It's good that you think before reading. So what it means is you should read the question first, not the stimulus first. So start with reading the question. If you do that, then your reading is more focused. I will go through each part and how to start reading and then finding the answers. So when you read the question first, it says that it can help you to be selective in your reading instead of trying to comprehend every sentence. Okay. Next, you should be thinking while you are reading rather than reading continuously. It means don't just read without thinking because reading is actually a two-way communication between the author and the reader. So sometimes after reading two lines, you might have to stop for a while, think, and then go on and so on. Don't just read until the end, then try to find the answer. All right. The last tip is you recommend to visualize what you read. If you can see what you read, you understand. That means if you can create a mental image or images, or you can visualize the setting of the story, the character, it will help you to understand a passage in a text easily. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the first part. Okay. Thank you. Right now we have 50 people watching. I hope more will come in. We have already shared the link with all our friends, teachers, and students from all over Malaysia. If you have your friends not joining, you can share the link with them, so that many will benefit from this session. All right. Now, part one. Part one is a three option multiple choice question. Okay, there are eight items, and each item there are short text of no more than 90 words per text. So when we read about 90 words, hopefully we won't take too much time. So examination is also about time management. So part one, you should not take more than 15 minutes if possible. Try to finish all 8 questions within 15 minutes or less. Okay. Now, why are you being tested for this question? Eh? So you are tested because they want to see whether you can understand the main point in a text on familiar topics or some unfamiliar topics. They want to see whether you can understand specific details and information, whether you can guess meaning of familiar and unfamiliar words from clues provided in the text. Okay. So basically, what the three testing focuses are saying, we can test you based on five aspects. First, can you identify details? Second, can you identify the main idea or the gist of the stimulus? Third, can you understand or see the writer's or author's purpose of saying things? And then the writer's attitude. And lastly, the meaning of words, lexical. But so far, after 4 years of SPM, for part one, we still do not have any question on lexical. Okay, so hopefully, if there are one, maybe you can do it. Now, why is it difficult to construct question for vocabulary? So it's like this: if you can find the answer without reading the stimulus, that means it's a stupid question. So look back at all your exercises that you have done. If there are any vocab question, see whether you can get the answer without reading the stimulus. If you can, that means the item is a stupid item. So don't do it. Forget about those type of item. All right, next. Now let's look at the first question last year. Eh? Last year's question. So how do we go about doing this? Like I said, first you read the question. The question start with the review highlights that. Okay. This is a completion question. Is it A, the product had defects that were discovered late? B, the buyer had tried to discuss getting a replacement? Or C, the seller had promptly met the customer's demand? So after you have read the question, you read the option, then you read the stimulus. Okay, after your first reading, hopefully you can eliminate the one wrong answer. Then when you read for the second time, hopefully you can detect the right answer. Okay. Now before you attempt this, I would like to show you the next slide. Eh? I want to show you what lembaga is doing actually. How lembaga come up with questions. Now, if you look at this slide, you see there are three colors, right? So then you know where the option comes from. And based on what we have here, then we have to decide whether which answer is correct. Now, for example, option A, the product had defects that were discovered late, comes from the sentence I hadn't noticed that earlier. What is the problem? The buttons were of different sizes, so that's the defect. So you see, Lembaga is doing a lot of paraphrasing. You don't see word spotting. You don't see word from the stimulus in the option. For B, when it says the buyer had tried to discuss getting a replacement, it comes from this sentence. I decided it was best to just get a refund. Is that the right statement? Is that the correct statement? And then option C, the seller had promptly met the customer's demand. This comes from the sentence, I sent a response to insist, but I haven't heard back yet. So based on uh, your reading, first reading, which one is definitely wrong? Uh, which one is definitely wrong? So some might say C is definitely wrong. How do you know? The seller had probably met the customer's demand, but in the text it says, I sent a response to insist, but I haven't heard back yet. So that is a wrong statement. Eh? So when you read the second time, is it A or is it B? Then you decide. Whatever it is, the answer must be present in the stimulus. The answer must be present in the stimulus. So for question number one, the answer is A. Eh? Do you agree? The answer is A. Eh? Ah, okay, that's how you do it. Now, I haven't got any respond in the live chat. So whoever's watching, please respond to my my speech. If I ask you, do you agree? If you agree, say you agree. If you don't agree, tell me why. All right. Now next, let's go to the second question. You do it. Now you do it. How do you do it? Okay. First, read the question, and then read the option, and then you read the stimulus. After the first reading, you eliminate the wrong answer. Ah. And then you choose the right answer after the second reading. But make sure you are able to identify which sentence in the stimulus give you the answer either A, B, or C. So please try this question. From the text, we know that is it A, customer must make booking before the year ends. B, there are changes being made at the hotel. C, some facilities are currently available. Boys and girls, please respond in the live chat on YouTube. Then I know whether you are following or you are not following. Anybody? Farah, Amira, Darwish, who are you? Aiman Wu, eh? Muhammad Faiz, if you're still around. Eh? So far, we only have about 54 watching the session. Okay, okay, no response. All right. So the answer for this is B. There are changes being made at the hotel. Now, if you look at A, customers must make booking before the year end. Eh? Uh, where does it say they must do it before the year end? There's none. Okay. It only says that the work will be completed next January. Okay. What about C? Why is C not answered? Some facilities are currently unavailable. Okay. It might look correct, but there are facilities that are they're all there, but some are still in being completed. So the right answer, the best answer is still B. There are changes being made at the hotel. Okay. So how do we know what are changes? In the text it says makeover. It's a makeover. The makeover is the keyword for changes being made. All right. Next question. Next question. Third question. What is the main aim of the text? Is it A, to show the importance of following the trend? B, to encourage people to rethink the way they shop? C, to compare the different approaches when shopping? And then you read the stimulus. I need response from the people who are watching this. If you don't respond, then I don't know whether you are following or not following. So please chat with me so that I know you are following. Okay. So what is the main aim of the text? So this is actually testing the main idea of the text. So please read carefully. Does it is it A, B, or C? Okay. Since there's no response, I'll give you the answer. Now, the answer is B. So why is B? Okay, let's see. Let's read. Years ago, people were unwilling to buy second-hand clothes. Today, is increasingly popular. Do you realize that it saves not only the environment but also your money? You could get the clothes for a much lower price while spending less than you did when you bought new things. Let's be eco-friendly, money savvy, and look awesome at the same time. At the same time. So we know that A is wrong. They don't want you to follow trend because when you buy second-hand clothes, you're not following trend. C is not right because to compare the different approaches when shopping. Not that's not what it is trying to say. What it's trying to say, they are encouraging people to rethink the way they shop. They don't have to buy new things all the time. They can always buy second-hand clothes that still look good. When you do that, not only you save money, but you can look awesome at the same time, and you can also be eco-friendly, so you don't waste material. Okay. Now, next, number four. eh? Okay, number four. Again, the way to do it is still the same. Read the question, read the option, and then read the stimulus. When you read for the first time, okay, eliminate one wrong answer. And then when you read the second time, okay, you will be choosing between two answers. And then make sure you choose the right response based on your understanding of the text and where you think the answer comes from the text. Eh, you don't need to think outside the text. All your answers will be in the text. That's why for reading, if you can get 32 over 40, you are a potential A plus candidate. Eh? If you can get 32 over 40, you are a potential A plus candidate. Okay, so which one is the wrong answer? Definitely wrong answer. Okay, let's read the stimulus. Eh? Uh, I want to stay in finance because I like how fast the industry is. However, I'm not sure if I like the pressure. I particularly enjoy analyzing data, but I also realize that finance is not just about numbers, it's about people too. I know I'm capable of creating a long term relationship with my clients to ensure their financial needs are met with care. Okay, now if you read for the first time, you see a C is not definitely not the answer because it says it allows you to go at its own speed. But so now you have two options. Is it A or B? If you say A, where does it say it offers job security? Uh, the questions are not that difficult in the sense that the vocabulary, I think most of you can follow. The question becomes difficult because you have to match your answer with the sentence in the stimulus. And you have seen that Lembaga is doing a lot of word substitution or paraphrasing. So question number four, the answer is B. It requires a certain kind of balance. So where do we see this? It says it's not only about numbers, it's about people too. I realized that finance is not just about numbers, it's about people too. So he has to create a kind of balance. Not only have a relationship with the client, but to ensure the financial needs. So it's a balance between people and numbers. Okay. Eh? Next, number 5. What does the text say about the autofocus feature in camera phones? You see that the question that Lembaga asks is within your reach. You know about cameras in telephones. Okay. Is it A? It is an aspect that commonly always try to improve. B, it is something that people pay too much attention to. Or is it C, it is a reason why people take more photos than in the past. So like I said, the way to do it, read the question, understand the question, and then read the option, and then you read the stimulus. After the first reading, you eliminate one wrong answer. And then you read again to choose the correct answer. And make sure whichever option you choose, you can match the option with the sentence in the stimulus. So this time around, we do not have people who would like to answer question in the live chat. I was hoping some of you would be, answering the question together with us. Don't worry if you get it wrong the first time. Eh? Congratulations if you get it right. I'm hoping that students will be, uh, you know, engage, engaging with me. You answer the question, then I have some idea whether you are following or not. But right now, I'm not so sure whether you are following, whether you are really listening or not. If you are using a phone, I'm quite sure it is quite stressful on you because it's quite small. But if you use a laptop or tablet, you can see the slide quite clearly. Okay, now what's the answer? The answer is A. Eh? It is an aspect that communists always try to improve. So where do we get this idea? Let's read. Some people give importance to autofocus features of a phone camera. Most mobile manufacturers are continuously competing to be the best at it. So that's a sentence to show us that it is an aspect that companies always try to improve. When you continuously competing to be the best, that means you will try to improve all the time. So that is why A is the answer. eh. All right. Now let's look at question number 6. Okay. Okay. Question number 6. How has the new project brought benefits to the city? Uh, eh? Is it A, it has encouraged road users to prioritize safety? The move has helped the city increase its income. C, the city is on schedule to achieve its green mission. All the three options sounds interesting. It sounds plausible. But again, whichever option we choose, it must be linked and related to one of the sentence found in the stimulus. Okay, let's see. Let's read the stimulus. The city council has just reported the progress of their solar street lighting project. According to the council representative, solar powered lamp provide the city with an economical way to light up the streets, sidewalks, and parking areas to create better protection for pedestrians and drivers. This is part of the effort to move towards being a sustainable city. Sustainable city. So what's your answer? A, B, or C? What's the benefit? What's the benefit? Is it A, B, or C? Eh? Okay, so let's look at the answer. The answer is C. The city is on schedule to achieve its green mission. What's the green mission? To be a sustainable city. So to me, this question is quite challenging. eh? Quite challenging. So I did this once, and a student did not agree with the answer, but this is the answer given by LP. Okay. Now let's continue with number 7. Okay. What does the teacher say about the application? So you see so far, the stimulus. You see a review, you see report. So you have to read different type of stimulus. For part one, you have to read different type of stimulus. We don't see any more posters. We don't see any not much graphic being shown. So make sure you learn or you use question that make you read, because this is a reading paper. When it is a reading paper, you have to read a lot. So number 7, question: what does the teacher say about the application? What is application here? Is it applying for a job? No, or is it an app? Apps. Okay. A. She has finally found something that works well for her. B. She likes the way her colleagues have made use of it. C. She thinks students will enjoy using it on their own. So those are the 3 options. Huh? But we want to know what the teacher say regarding the application. All right. Let's read what Miss Nashra, the science teacher, said about the application. It used to be challenging to find resources that were cool for teaching science. Site L is an app that provides an instant solution to many issues that I've had over the years. It's extremely helpful, especially when dealing with learners who are not yet ready to start with independent study. I'm already recommending it to other teachers. I look forward to exploring the application further. So, based on our reading, we know B is totally wrong. She likes the way her colleagues have made use of it. It's not the right answer because there's no mention of how her colleague use the app. She just recommend it to the teachers. So after your first reading, you have eliminated one wrong answer, which is B. So now it's between A and C. So which is the right answer? So the right answer is A. Uh, how do we know she has finally found something that works well for her? Because it has been a challenge for her in the past. But now, since she used Site L application, it has made her life easy. Okay. Now, next we go to the last question for part one. Part one. Okay. What does the writer suggest about Katrina Young or Young? Okay. A. She's the main reason why the movie is good. B. She understands people who work with her. Or C. She uses music in a highly original way. So you read the question, you read the option, then you read the stimulus. Okay. Now let's read the stimulus. I hadn't realized the power of a soundtrack until watching the Star Wars. Okay. The music director of the film, Katarina Young, is brilliant. I've heard nothing like it. The right sound and music can bring depth to a story. It's truly a game changer to have people like her and her team who see these aspects. All right. So, based on your first reading, which one do you think is totally wrong? Which one do you think is totally wrong? Eh? So make your option. Okay. If you say B is totally wrong, let's see whether you are right. So the answer is C. All right. So B is totally wrong because there's no mention that she understands people who work with her. It's always mentioning regarding music, 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 music. Eh? So it's talking about C. She uses music in a highly original way. So again, boys and girls, the part one is not that easy, it's not too difficult if you have good vocabulary, because we see a lot of paraphrasing being done by LP. for all the option. Sometimes all the option looks interesting, looks promising, might be the right answer, but there's only one right answer, and the answer must be linked back to the stimulus. Okay. Any question? Okay. The live chat is so slow. Nobody is chatting. Okay, so, it's okay. So far we only have about 53 people watching. Now let's look at part two. Okay, part two. Eh? So part two is a task whereby there are four option multiple choice clues. Four option multiple choice clues where you have to read a text of about 300 words with 10 items removed with four possible option multiple for each item. 10 items. In the past, I targeted if you can answer 8 out of 10, you are already a possible potential A plus candidate. It's still my target. I hope you can get at least 8. But nowadays, I've tested with a lot of students on this question. Uh, Most students can get 9 or 10. Uh, so you must know how to do it. You must know what is being tested. All right. Now, so part two, the testing focus doesn't mention anything about grammar, but knowledge of grammar helps. We are not testing grammar. We are testing your understanding of words in context. How do we know? It says here, guess the meaning of unfamiliar words from clues provided by other words and by context on a wide range of familiar topics and unfamiliar topics. If you understand sentence structure, you know how words are used in context, you'll do well for this question. Now, so what are we testing? We are testing what we call language collocation. So in simple terms, language collocation means how words are used in context. How words are used in context. All right. Now, to learn about this, about language collocation, you can go to a few websites. But the list is too long. So what I suggest is you read a lot. If you read a lot and you are used to how English is used in context, you'll do well. Okay. Now let's look at the question. Let's look at the question. Okay. So what you do is first you read the text. Not like part one, you read the question. For part two, you have to read the text first. And the text has a title. The title should help you. For last year's question, it says the title is Becoming an Influencer. So the whole text is about being an influencer. So you read from the beginning until the end so that you know the context. You know the context. All right. So there are 10 questions. Okay. If you look at the question, what are they testing you? Number 9, they're testing nouns. Number 10, verb. Number 11, noun. Number 12, verb. Number 13, verb. Number 14, noun. Number 15, noun. Number 16, noun. 16 noun. It's in achieving, yeah, noun. 17, verb. And 18, noun. So basically, you see they are testing your knowledge of how nouns and verbs work in context. How noun works and verb works in context. Why don't they test adjective? Adjective is quite difficult to test because many adjective can be put in the blank. So it's very difficult to get only one right answer for it. eh. But is it possible? It is. But so far, all we see they have tested on nouns and verbs only. All right. Now let's see if you can do this. Now, how do you go about doing this? You have to try all four options. For example, for number nine, you have to put all four options in the blank and say it out loud to yourself. Only you can hear it. And then you say, oh, that sounds correct. That sounds illogical. Okay, let's see. Being an influencer really on being a good digital content creator. It involves creative writing, designing and producing digital media that contain information with specific blank. Is it specific sign that can link you to your target followers with specific figures, specific reason, or specific element? Which one fit in there? You must try all. You must try all. There's no way that you can get straight away the answer, but you must try all. You must try all. Okay, and then you do for number 10, 11, 12, 13, same way. For number 10, to achieve that, an influencer needs to consider content that will, okay, it's a verb, okay. When it's a verb, it's quite slightly easier. So you can look at the noun and see whether the noun can do the verb or not, the action or not. So for example, number 10, consider content that will either direct to its potential audience, appeal, transfer, or connect. Uh, eh? Okay. So if you try all of the question, you see that sometimes it's clear to you, sometimes it's quite challenging. Why is it challenging? Because sometimes all the four options sounds plausible. It sounds plausible. It sounds plausible. So you have to be able to find the best answer. So I'll give you some time to try to answer question number 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Oh, number 12, the blank is missing. Many established influencers blank that you need specific writing expertise. Is it when demand, imagine, focus, or insist? Which one is the correct answer? Okay. I was hoping that students from my friends' schools are here in this group because we are doing this for them. So, but I don't see a lot of students tonight. Maybe it's Friday, uh, and it's a night time. I don't know, but it's okay. Your friends can watch this later on. All right. Now let's look at the answers. Let's look at the answers. The answers for number 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Okay. Number 9 is D, 10 is B, 11 A, 12 D, 13 C. Eh? Check whether you got it all right. 9D, 10B, 11A, 12D, and 13C. Okay. Now let's go back to the question, whether you agree with the answers or not. Look at the answer. Okay. Number 9. It involves creative writing, designing and producing digital media that contain information with specific elements that can link you to your target followers. Not sign, not figures, not reason, but element. That's the right answer. To achieve that, an influencer needs to consider content that will appeal to its potential audience. So if you don't know the meaning of all the option, this question will be difficult for you. But if you have good vocab, you know, oh, appeal means menarik perhatian. Okay. Number 11, there are many paths to becoming an influencer. Okay, many forms, no, not really. You don't have many forms to become influencer, but many paths, yes. Many courses, we don't know about that. Okay, many journeys, too broad, not the right uh, collocation. If you say there are many paths, then it's correct. If you choose journey, maybe, but that's not the best answer. The best answer is, point number 11 is A, pass. Right? Number 12, many established influencers, D, insist that you need specific writing expertise. If you don't have expertise, then insist means you must have, not demand. Demand means you have, okay, you don't have is okay. You must imagine. No, they cannot imagine. If they imagine, it's not happening. But when they insist that you need specific writing expertise, then it makes sense. It makes sense. For this question, when you put the word in the blank, it should make the paragraph or the sentence make sense. All right. Number 13, almost anyone can succeed if they have the drive and make time to think through all the possibilities. Not bring time, not force time, not get time. You have to make time. Okay, that is the correct collocation. So please do a lot of this question if you want to do well for the SPM. All right. Next, let's try the next five question. Number 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I give you a few minutes for you to try the question. Eh? So try. Please try. Again, you must put all four options and then listen to the sentence. Does it make sense? Brainstorming for ideas is the most challenging one. Is it phase, concept, strategy, or responsibility in creating digital content? Which one? If possible, try to eliminate two wrong answers. Uh, which do you think is the two wrong answers? Definitely two wrong answers. I would say D, responsibility. And I would say concept. So most likely, if you choose either A or C, you'll be on the right track. And then go on to number 15. There's nothing wrong with finding your is it A, presence in an area and learning from others in the same time, finding your strength, finding your ability, finding your talent. Actually, can you find your talent? People can identify your talent. People can see your talent, but I don't think you can find your talent. Huh? What about presence? Can you find your presence? So most likely, the answer is between B and C. Either find your strength or find your ability in the area. So which one is the correct answer? Eh? Uh, all right. And then try to do number 16, number 17, and number 18. If I do this face to face, normally it will be about 2 hours because I allow candidate to try because I want you to test yourself, whether you can get uh, at least 8 out of 10 for part two. I want you to see how challenging the question is. I want you to go through the process. The process of doing part two. First, you read the whole text from the beginning until the end so that you have some idea what the text is all about. And then for each question, you have to try all the four options. Say the sentence to yourself and choose which one sounds correct. If you can eliminate two wrong answers, at least you have a 50-50 chance to get it wrong and to get it right. So please try. Okay. I hope you have done all so I can show you the answers. So the answers for number 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 are okay. A, B, C, B, A. So the answers for 14 is A, 15 is B, 16 is C, 17 is B, 18 is A. Okay, now let's go back and see whether you agree or not in the answer. All right, let's see. Number 14. Brainstorming for others is the most challenging phase. Yes, every time when we want to do something, there's a phase. Phase one, phase two, phase three. So that's the answer, not concept. What's the most challenging concept? So responsibility is not correct. So if we have eliminated concept and responsibility, then we are on the right track. Okay. Number 15. There is nothing wrong with finding your strength in an area and learning from others in the same area. Ah, why don't we find your presence? It's very difficult to find your presence, but ability possible. But the right answer is finding your strength. Finding your strength. Okay, number 16. Going with the tried and true technique can be effective in achieving ada A, mission, wishes, result, or this. So the best answer is in achieving results. But do not get too comfortable. The best content creator are always striving to be better. It makes sense. Not mission, not achieving mission. Mission is very big, very big, a very big concept. Wishes, oh, it's only a wish, so it's not correct. But result, you can see it very quickly. So going with the tried and true technique can be effective in achieving results, but do not get too comfortable. Okay, number 17. While everyone's journey is different, an influencer who thinks creatively is always looking for innovative ways to, is it A, reveal, B, deliver, C, interpret, or D, circulate? What are you doing as influencer? You deliver information. You don't reveal. You don't reveal. You deliver because people can own. Let's see, reveal. You must do it in front of people. You reveal, but as influencer, you have a lot of followers, so you just deliver to your followers because you cannot deliver one by one. So the best answer is B. All right. Whether you are working to promote food or fashion, eh, or something really unique, you can find what is it? A, inspiration. B, promotion. C, enjoyment, or D, encouragement. Uh, so when you promote, you are not finding promotion. Promotion means you want to go up the ladder. You want to be more successful. Is it to find enjoyment? No. When you promote, you don't want enjoyment. So you can find, yes, inspiration in unexpected areas. Okay. All right. So that's the end of part two. I hope you have calculated your score. If you can get 7 or 8, you're on the right track. So boys and girls, if you are within 30, 31, and 32, you are in B1, sorry, B2 high B2 category for reading. Actually to get A plus, not, you don't need to get all C1 for all papers, but if you do, you're definitely an A plus candidate. For an A plus, if you can get two high B2 and two C1 level for your papers, you get your A plus, most likely. Okay, now let's look at part 3, reading and use of English. Now, why do I say earlier on this is the most difficult part of the paper? Because for this part, you have to read a lot. You have to read about 1,000 words. Where do you get 1,000 words? First, you read the passage. The passage will be around more than 700 words. And then you have 8 questions, and the 8 questions, there are 4 options. So most likely, you'll be reading about 1,000 words. Eh? If you are lazy and you don't like reading, it will be a problem. It will be a problem. And what kind of passage you are reading? Normally, it will be a narrative. It will be a narrative. All right. Now, this is the testing focus, but basically the testing focus is almost the same like part one. You will be tested on identifying details, main idea, author's purpose, author's attitude, and even lexical. The part on lexical will be there. You know, they can test you whether you understand the meaning of phrase or reference text, reference word in the text, and so on. All right. Now let's look at the text. I have counted the number of words students have to read last year. Uh, it was 733 words. Eh? So they are not too far off from what they have earlier mentioned. It's about 700 words. So it's more than 700 words. So please, you must like reading. You must like reading. Okay. And then if you look carefully, there's no line and there's no paragraph number. But you have to know there are paragraph. So for this question, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 paragraph. Okay, there are 10 paragraph, but there are only 8 questions. So most likely, 2 paragraph will not be tested. Eh? 2 paragraph will not be tested. And I must tell you that each question will be linked to a paragraph, will be linked to a paragraph. And then the question will start from the first paragraph and go on. So they might skip a paragraph if they don't test it, and we'll see it after this. So remember, your answer will come from that paragraph. You cannot look at the next paragraph to get the answer. You don't look for the answer for number 19 towards the end of the paragraph. No. Number 19 most likely will be in the first paragraph. Number 20 will be in the second paragraph. Number 21 might be the third or fourth paragraph. Depend. If they don't test the third paragraph, it's okay. Eh? So let's look at the question. All right. Now, number 19. Number 19 comes from paragraph 1. And again, if you look very carefully, all the 4 options will come from this paragraph. Eh? The only difference is only one of the sentence is a true answer or the true facts. Will give you the correct answer because it's true. It's a true statement. The other three will be the wrong statement. So please read carefully. Don't be complacent. Don't rush. Make sure first you read the question. The question says, why was the writer told to get back to the shop quickly? And then you read the 4 option. So that's why it's more challenging. You have to read more. Either A, he would usually stop to chat with others. B, there were other deliveries to be made. C, it was a regular customer's request. D, the customer did not live far away. Okay. So it's all 4 options are possible. The writer told the writer was told to get back to shop quickly. Maybe in his real life, he likes to talk to people. So that means if you like to talk to people, you will delay in doing your job, so which is not good. Uh, B, there were other deliveries to be made. Possible. That sounds more possible. Okay, why must you be come back to the shop quickly? Hey, there are a lot of work. Okay. So based on your reading, which 2 answers do you think is wrong? Okay, let's see. My wife Surya ran a flower shop and I'll help her at weekends when the shop was busiest. Okay, so it's on the weekend, the shop will be very busy. I did not mind that I did not mind that as I often enjoyed meeting people. So Where does this idea come in the option? A. He will stop to check people. So that is the idea. But is that why he was told to come back quickly? No. So A is definitely not the right answer. Eh? One Saturday morning, we got an order for a bouquet of lilies to be sent to an address in my old neighborhood. Uh, okay. It should be an easy delivery. Okay. Come right back. Surya instructed as she needed me to be in and out the whole day. I was sure I would not be long, but I was wrong. Okay. So, is it the answer B? There were other ways to be made because it's the busiest. Eh? And then she said she needed me to be in and out the whole day. What does it mean? It means the writer will be delivering a lot. So B is possible. So wait, let's look at C. It was a regular customer's request. Where does this idea come from? They got an order for a booking release to be sent in address in my old neighborhood. Okay, so if it's from your old neighborhood, maybe you know the person. So it's a regular customer's request, but that's not the right answer. Okay, D. The customer did not live far away. Okay, so D also is wrong. So basically, if you read very carefully, you know C and D are wrong. So your answer will be between A or B. Eh? So what do you think is the right answer? So the right answer is B. There were other deliveries to be made. There were other deliveries to be made. Because it's the weekend, uh, uh, his wife Surya says he will be going in and out a lot. That means there will be other deliveries to be made. Okay. Now let's look at the next question. Same. Eh? One question will be connected to one paragraph. So for this question, they highlighted line 10. So in the question paper, you see line 10. Okay, line 10. Line 10 ends with which was what made it our perfect battlefield. Okay, all right. So in line 10, why was the area a perfect battlefield for the children to play in? Battlefield. A, no one bothered them. B, it had a well-sized mound. C, there was a lot of space to run. D, they would go there at any time. All possible answers. If you don't read the stimulus, say, yeah, a perfect battlefield is the perfect place for them to play. A possible, B is possible, C is possible, D is possible. But you have to read the text to make your decision. So let's read. I headed out alone without turning on the GPS. I parked my car in front of the house and I saw the big mound that looked like a hill. Uh, to us kids back then was still there. There's like a small hill. We would storm the hill and loudly fire upon the enemy troops almost every afternoon there. So this is where they play like combat lah, fire. Yet whenever we invaded their garden, despite all the shouting and screaming, the homeowner never came out to yell at us, which was what made it our perfect battlefield. Ah, so which one would be totally wrong? Which one would be a possible answer? Uh, okay, they would go there at any time. It sounds quite correct, but children cannot play all the time, so they have to go back and so on. So most likely D is the wrong answer. There was a lot of space to run. There's no real evidence to say that. Eh? There's a lot of space to run. Uh, A, no one bothered us. That's a possible answer because even though they make sound, make noise, they shout, they scream, nobody yell at them. Okay. It had the well-sized mound. Oh, okay. That means it's a perfect place for them to have their combat, fighting play. So to me, C and D are two totally wrong answers. So is it A or is it B? So let's check your answers. So the answer is A. No one bothered them. This comes from line 10, line 9 before that, where it says, even though they shout, they scream, the homeowner never came to yell at us. That means they were not disturbed. No one bothered them. So number 20, the answer is A. So, boys and girls, I hope you are clear. You are clear with what need to be done. Again, read the question, and then you read the option, and then you read the stimulus. Eh? And the answer must come from the stimulus. Okay, there are four options, and make sure the right option can be found in the stimulus. Okay, so now let's try number 21 and 22 on your own. So number 21 will be referred to the paragraph on suddenly a huge hand reached over and grabbed it. Uh, Number 22, paragraph 5. Paragraph 5 refer to this paragraph, even though there's no paragraph number, but you can count paragraphing. This is paragraph 5. A faint sound from inside the house brought me back to the present day. All right, so please try and answer this. I give you a few minutes for you to try. Okay, you can get this question in the market. The publisher's name is Yakin Publication, but teachers who have done the question using Yakin publication book, they have given five wrong answers. So please listen to me and copy my answers so that you get the right answers. The answers given in Yakin book, five were wrong. The teachers who used the book were surprised. So when I give them the right answer, they say, okay, now it makes sense. It makes sense. All right. So number 21, what made the writer run away without saying anything? So you see that all the option that lembaga provide for us, there's some truth from the stimulus. But lembaga did a lot of paraphrasing. So you have to really understand. If the statement is wrong, that means it's not the right answer. If the statement is right, then it's the right answer. Okay. Now let's see whether you got both correct. Number 21 and 22. What are the answers? The answers are for number 21, C, a fear of what might happen to him. Number 22, A, he heard some familiar old music. He heard some familiar old music. Okay. Now, let's go back, whether you agree or not. Number 21. What made the writer run away without saying anything? Okay, let's read the stimulus. Suddenly, a huge hand reached over, and I grabbed it. It pulled me up, lifted me over the fence, and put me on my feet. I hardly gave the tall, bespectacled man a glance, but something on his face caught my attention. I was so small standing in front of him. Terror gripped me, so I sprinted off to find my friends. So the answer is A, is C because a fear. What is fear? Terror. Terror gripped me. So that means fear. He is in fear of what might happen to him. So that's where you get the answer. From the sentence, terror gripped me. So I sprinted off to find my friends. When you sprinted off, I mean you run away, that means you are afraid of what might happen to you if the person grab hold of you. All right, number 22. What's the answer for number 22? A, Okay, let's see whether it's right or wrong. In paragraph 5, the writer felt he had returned to the past when, okay, all right. Is it A, he heard some familiar old music? He recognized the old man's voice. He was welcomed into the old house. He noticed how old the front door was. All right, let's read. A faint sound from inside the house brought me back to the present. Okay, okay, a faint sound. What is the sound? Eh? As I rang the doorbell, I could hear a pyramid song playing softly from inside the house. It was as if I had gone back in time. So that is the sentence that referred to he had returned to the past. So what happened? When did he felt he had returned to the past? When he heard a pyramid song. So the pyramid song is something familiar. So the answer is A, correct. The answer is A. He heard some familiar old music. What's the music? Pyramid songs. Okay. Now, let's look at number 23 and number 24. Number 23 and 24. When did the writer realize who the old man was? Number 24, in paragraph 7. How did the writer feel? Normally, if you have good vocabulary, you will love the reading paper. But if you have uh, poor vocab, you would not like the reading paper. But what can you do? You have to read. It's a reading paper, that's why you have to read a lot. And part three, like I said, you will be reading about 1,000 words. Okay, 1,000 words. Nothing can be done. So please practice reading and a lot. Okay. Now let's see. Number 23 will be referred to the paragraph on as I place the lilies. Then number 24, paragraph 7. Okay, the paragraph 7 started with it would have been our 50th wedding anniversary today. All right. Actually, it's a quite interesting story. It's a story. So if you like writing stories, this is a good story for you to learn things from. Maybe you can remember the plot of this story. Who knows? You can use it when you write a story for writing. All right. So let's see what are the answers. What are the answers? Okay, the answers for number 23 and 24 are 23B, when he saw the mark on the old man's face. Number 24D, unsure what to say to the old man. Okay, let's see whether we can see the sentence related to these two answers. Okay, let's go back to the question. Okay. When did the writer realize who the old man was? Okay, is it A, when he saw the old man's hand, B, when he saw the mark on his old man's face, C, when he saw the old man in the wedding photo, or D, when he saw the scarf the old man was wearing? Like I said, whichever option you choose, you must be able to find the corresponding sentence to back that. Okay, let's see. As I placed the lilies on the dining table, a black and white wedding photo on the wall caught my attention. A beautiful bride in a sari smiling next to a tall, handsome man. Okay, so this sentence refer to C. He saw the old man in the wedding photo. Is that how he likes the old man? So far to that, until that sentence, that's not the answer. He was wearing a kurta with a scarf that looked like the one my father had. Okay, so that refers to D, when he saw the scarf the old man was wearing. I thought I saw a faded scar on the groom's cheek, so I took a closer look. Uh, so that is for B. But the answer comes in the last sentence. That was the moment I knew that he was the man with the huge hand who had saved me. So the huge hand, A is not the answer. uh, when he referred to that moment, it is referring to the faded scar. So faded scar in B is the mark on the old man's face. So you see what lembaga is doing. So we substitute word or phrase so that it won't be the same wording from the stimulus. So that I have to remind you, there's no getting the answer by spotting words or phrases uh, from the option to the stimulus. No way. All right. And then number 24. In paragraph 7, how did the writer feel? Is it A, happy to congratulate the old man for the significant event? B, grateful to finally meet the man who had helped him? C, guilty about interrupting the man's special day? D, unsure about what to say to the old man? Okay. It started with, it would have been our 50th wedding anniversary today, and lilies were my late wife's favorite. The old man opened. Uh, that is referring to C, guilty about interrupting the old man. There's no evidence that he's guilty. Eh? I was at a loss to whether I should congratulate him or not. At a loss, it doesn't refer to interrupting the man. He doesn't know what to say. Uh, at a loss whether he should congratulate or not, he don't know what to do. Okay. Awkwardly, I held out my hand for a handshake. Uh, okay. That will be I was asked of whether to correct him or not. That is referring to D, unsure about what to say to the old man. Eh? Okay. Happy to the old man for the civic event, held out for a handshake. Okay. I told him about the rescue and thanked him for letting my friends and I play there. Uh, eh? Okay. Where is the idea of gratefully to finally meet the man who helped him? Uh, Okay, if you grateful, that means you thank him. Okay, so the answer is D. Unsure of what to say to the old man. That's referring to the sentence, I was at a loss whether to congratulate him or not. He doesn't know how to react. So that's why number 24, the answer is D. Okay, let's continue to the last two questions, number 25 and 26. 25 and 26. Okay. If you look at number 25, 26, you see that the last paragraph is not tested. So number 25 will be referred to the paragraph starting with to my surprise. 26 will be referring to the paragraph that start with the old man caught me admiring the photo again. So now what's the answer? Okay. Eh? Try this. Try this. And again, you read the question first, and then you read the four option, then you read the stimulus. Okay, and make sure you can match the option you choose with a sentence in the paragraph. Okay, number 25. According to the old man, his wife so happy because, is it A, she knew they would play safely near home? B, the nostalgia she had for her childhood? C, the sense of protection that family ties provide? D, the longing for the closeness with her father to continue? Eh? Okay. To my surprise, he remembered us. It was the sound of laughter that helped to make our days special. To make our days, especially for my wife Reka. It's safe to say that it was a break she looked forward to in her busy day. When you and your friends stopped coming, we knew you must have started secondary school and moved on to some serious learning. Okay. So why is the wife happy? Why is the wife happy? Okay. Which sentence tell us, is it A, B, C, or D? Uh, right? All right. And then number 26, why did the writer hug the old man? Is it A, the old man understood how he felt? B, the old man needed to feel cared for? C, the old man invited him to join the celebration? Or D, the old man made him realize the true value of life? Alright. So let's read the text. The old man caught me admiring the photo again. Reka and I did everything together. We never postponed anything that we wanted to do. So should you. You must celebrate life and your loved ones for as long as you can. Reka is not with me today to appreciate these lilies, but I'm still here and I'll treasure them for as long as if she was here with me. I then it was then I decided to give him a tight hug. Ah. So why do you give him a hug? Hmm. Okay, now let's see the answers. For number 25, the answer is B, the nostalgia she had for her childhood. You know, when the student, when the boy and his friend come to play, she's so happy because it reminds her of her childhood. Number 26, the answer is D, because the old man made him realize the true value of life. Eh? The old man remind him that he should be thankful. So that's why the answer is D. The answer is D. Eh? Okay, the old man say, I'll treasure them for as long as she was here with me. So he said to the man, you must celebrate your life and your loved ones as long as you can. So that shows the answer D. The old man made him realize the true value of life. All right. So after 8 questions, how did you fare? How did you do? Can you get 6 out of 8? At least if you can get 6, you are on the right track. On the right track. So part one, if you get one wrong, it's okay. Part two, if you get two wrong, it's still okay. Part three, if you get one or two wrong, it's still okay. That means you are still on the right track to be at least a high B2, which is about 31, 32 marks. If you are in the 33 marks above, you are definitely an A plus candidate. You are definitely an A plus candidate. All right. Now let's look at part 4, the gap text. Uh, when I go to school, many students don't like the gap text. They think it's so difficult. Eh? But actually, do you know why you are tested? What is being tested for gap text? I'll explain to you. What really is being tested? Okay, it says the task type gap text. There's 6 questions, and you have to read a text about 400 to 450 words, from which 6 sentences have been replaced and jumble the order of the answer from the text. And then there are two distractors. There are two distractors. But what are being tested? Why are you tested? What are lembaga testing you, the candidate? Actually, they are testing your knowledge of paragraphing and function of sentences. This one don't care. Don't really care about it. So if you understand what a paragraph, uh, uh, and the function of sentences, you should be able to do this question well. Now, what is a paragraph? A paragraph consists of 3 parts. Basically, a paragraph consists of 3 parts. The first part is what we call the topic sentence. And then the second part will be the supporting details. And the last part, it will be an end sentence. But somehow I see most of the times, Lembaga's question only test uh, topic sentence and supporting details. Even though they have the last sentence being tested, somehow it's not really an end sentence. It's still supporting details, because the paragraph was short. So how do you go about doing get text? Okay, first, read the entire passage from start to finish. So you have some idea what the story is about. You have some idea whether it's written in present tense all the way, past tense all the way, or there's some present and past. If you have present and past together, that means tense is a clue. If throughout the passage is present or throughout the passage is past, tenses are not a clue. Okay, so that's one thing. Second, you read the sentences that have been put out on the passage. You read the eight option given and make sure to understand there are two distractors. So there are two sentences that will not be used and will not fit in the blank. And then go back to the passage and look at the position of the missing sentence. If the missing sentence is at the beginning of the paragraph, that means they are testing your knowledge of topic sentence. If it's the end of the sentence, most likely the summary of the paragraph or the end sentence of the paragraph. If it's in the middle, that means they are testing the supporting details. So if they are testing for supporting details, you need to read the sentence that come before and after the missing sentence. Why? These sentences will help you to figure out what idea comes before and after. So they are actually your clues. Your clues. Okay. Sometimes you need to pay attention to pronoun, tenses, adverb, and subject verb agreement. Uh, if tense is a clue, right? Pronoun is actually also a clue, right? When choosing a paragraph for the missing section. In the missing paragraph, sometimes you need to identify crossing statements. Sometimes no. Okay, and then you put in the sentence in the gap. After you have put in all the in the gap, read the passage to see if it sounds right. Uh, if not, locate which paragraph sounds out of place. Uh, and you don't have to start with first gap, actually. Start with the easiest gap first, which the one which you think must be the answer. And sometimes it's quite clear. This is the best answer for that paragraph. So start with the easiest to you. Okay. Now let's look at the question. Okay, please understand what is a paragraph again. A paragraph actually talk about one idea. A paragraph talk about one idea, and in a paragraph you should have a topic sentence, supporting details, and maybe an end sentence. Okay, so uh, for last year's question, we see we have number 27 in the middle. That means it's a supporting detail. 28 middle supporting detail. Number 29 in the middle supporting detail. 30 in the middle supporting detail. 31 in the middle supporting detail. 32 the first sentence. That means is the topic sentence. All right. Okay. Next. After you have read the passage from the beginning until the end, you know it's about genes. It's about genes. And each paragraph talk about different. Then there are one paragraph talk about the fabric, and then one paragraph talk about the style, uh, and then reason for fashion, and so on. So you have to understand that each paragraph talk about one idea. All right. Next, you read the eight option and see whether which one can fit into which paragraph. And then when we look at the eight option, we see that there are two options that are in past tense. B and E are in past tense, are written in past tense. The rest are in present. So which paragraph we see that use past tense? Oh, paragraph 3. Paragraph 3. Okay, paragraph 3. Many did not know the jeans were first designed. They needed the trousers proof. Okay, so that paragraph mostly written in past tense. So number 28, the answer there's a clue there given to us intentionally or unintentionally is either B or E. So you know number 28 can either be B or E. That helps already. So the rest of the question, you don't use B or E. That will be helpful. All right. Now let's look at A. These options offer a variety of style that can never go wrong for their wearers. Okay, which paragraph talk about style? Uh, the question number 30 is what style? Maybe it can go there. Okay. C. The love for jeans can be seen not only among youth but across all ages, no matter how old. Okay, this is talking about jeans uh, is for everybody. Eh? Which paragraph talk about is for everybody? Eh? All right. D. There is no need to replace them as they can be useful all year round. Okay, that shows it might be one of the advantages of wearing jeans. You don't need to replace them as they can be useful all year round. From what we know, uh, the older the jeans get, it's better. Because what we call it season and it's getting better to wear a jeans that have been used for quite some time. E. E we know. E will be for number 28. Is it B or E? Okay, B just now, it was then that people realized the potential of jeans. E in the beginning, that made jeans different from other fashion trend. Okay, we see which one can be in there. Okay, then F. They want the image of freedom, confidence, and a youthful look. Okay, that is regarding what? Style, or is regarding why people wear jeans in the first place. Okay. G. Over time, it fades and gives jeans their classic look. Okay, so this is about talking about how long you can wear jeans. Okay, that's quite good, interesting. So does it come at the beginning of the passage or towards the end? Maybe towards the end. Okay. H. Ask any group of people why they like wearing jeans, and you have a range of answers. Okay. Now, the last question, does it sound more of a detail, or does it sound more of a topic sentence? The others, it sounds more like details, but each sounds more like it is the topic sentence, because topic sentence can be a statement, it can also be a question. Can be a question. Okay, now let's see whether the tips I give you will be helpful or not. All right. Now let's try the first three. Since the first three, they are in the middle, that means you have to read the sentence before and after. Because they are clue. So let's look at number 27. It is difficult to find a piece of clothing as widely worn and loved as a pair of jeans. How can this special appeal be explained? So that means the sentence is about appeal. And then the following sentence, for some people, jeans are comfortable and easy to style, while for others, they are fashionable and cool. Okay. So is it A, option of variety style? It doesn't talk about style. B, we know it's wrong because it's in the past tense. C, the love for jeans can be seen not only among youth. Uh, okay. D, there's no need to replace them as they can be useful all year round. We are talking about appeal, and about comfort. Uh, E, in the beginning, that made jeans different from other fashion trends. F, they want the image of freedom, confidence, and youthful look. G, over time it fades and give jeans their classic look. It doesn't say that. Okay, now let's see. Okay, if you cannot think of the most possible answer, but we know E and B is wrong, but the rest looks wow. Okay, Okay. Number 28. Let's do 28. Let's do 28 first. 28 should be easier because there's only two options. Right? Many did not know that jeans were first designed as work wear for farmers and laborers because they needed suitable trousers for their tough work. Okay. Is it was then people realized the purpose of jeans, or is it in the beginning they made jeans different from other fashion trend? The trousers proved to be durable and were soon in high demand. It has continued until today. So which is possible? Is it B or A? Eh? Okay. And then number 29. Two types of fabric, cotton and denim, are commonly used to make jeans since they are long lasting. However, denim provide more comfort and the indigo dye gives it a unique color. The color does not go too deep in the fabric like others. Blank. Because of that, many people prefer denim to cotton. Which one? Okay, try. Now let's see whether you get the right answers. So the answers are number 27, age. Ask any group of people why they like wearing jeans, and we get range of answers. Where do you get the clue? For some people, jeans are comfortable and easy to style. Uh, eh? While for others, they are fashionable and cool. Okay. Number 28 is B. It was then people realized the potential of jeans because it proves to be durable and soon in high demand. And number 29, the answer is G. The color does not go to in the fabric like others. Over time, it fades, and it gives jeans their classic look. So uh, these are the answers for number 27, 20, and 29. Okay. And then we look at number 30. 30, 31, and 32. All right. Number 30, the sentence before, there are numerous styles of jeans available, from bootcuts to skinny jeans, making the choices endless. And the sentence after, for example, they can be paired with the most fine tailored shirt and just a plain white t-shirt and make it look smart and trendy. Uh, eh? So which one? This one is quite clear. Okay. Number 31, dresses for summer, scarves for winter, boots for autumn. But jeans, uh, they also look good, well worn, as well as brand new. Okay, and 32, the first blank. Jeans have the ability to be people's favorite and a clothing essential in everyone's wardrobe, even when they grow older. Uh, eh? So which one are the correct answer? The correct answers. So let me give you the option. So number 30 is A. This option offers a variety of style and can never go wrong with for their wearers. For example, they can be paired with the most finely tailored shirt or just a plain white t-shirt. So jeans can be worn with anything. Number 31, D, there's no need to replace them as they can be useful all year round because they look good well worn as well as brand new. Even though you have used them for many years, it's still okay. Even it's brand new, it's still okay. And the last question is the answer is C. The love for genes can be seen not only among youth but across all ages, no matter how old. Because the following sentence, genes have the ability to be people's favorite and including essentials in everyone's wardrobe. Okay, all right. So for part four, like I said earlier, is testing your knowledge of paragraphing, uh, and your knowledge of function of a sentence of sentences in a paragraph. A paragraph consists of three parts: topic sentence, supporting details, and end sentence. And then if the missing sentence is in the middle, that means it's testing supporting details. If the sentence missing is in the beginning, they're testing the topic sentence. And so when you read the sentences, you must tell whether this sounds more like a topic sentence or a supporting detail. Okay. Now let's go on to the last part. Okay. The last part, matching. Uh, for some people, it is easy, but the way I look it for the last 2 years, I think it's getting tougher, especially the last four questions. And the last four questions. Matching part five and information transfer. The matching is not that difficult, but the info transfer is getting more and more challenging. Okay. Because first of all, you have to read about 370 words. And then this is the last part, and you are already tired already. Hopefully, you have the stamina to go until the end. All right. Testing focus, don't really worry about it. It's just matching. For example, the first four questions. The first four questions, what you have to do is to read the question first. Understand the statement before you read the stimulus. So you must understand the four statement before you read the question. The question is about time management. Okay. The first statement, having regular breaks help me with my studies. Okay. I'm sure you will not find this sentence in any of the review by the six people. You will not find word by word like that, but you have to find a similar sentence that refer to having regular breaks help me with my studies. Okay. What does it mean? You don't study all the time. You study for 10 minutes, you stop for maybe 5 minutes. Then you study for another 20 minutes, then you stop. So that is regular breaks. When I was younger, I only studied 20 minutes and I stop. For 10 minutes, I study another 20 minutes and I stop because 20 minutes for me is too long and back then, but now it's okay. All right, number 34. I found a way to control my obsession. What is obsession? Things that you like to do all the time. I found a way to control. Control means what? You are you decide what to do, when to do it. So you are not obsessed. You are not going to do the same thing over and over again. Just like nowadays people are obsessed with gadget. So you must be on your gadget all the time. I'm quite sure some of you, even as you are listening to my YouTube, you are still playing with your phone. That's not right. I said that means playing the phone is an obsession. All right, 35. More goals can be completed when I focus. That means, uh, what does it mean? It means you do one thing at a time. When you do one thing at a time, that means you're focused. That means you do one thing quickly, then you go on to the second one. But if you try to do everything at one go, uh, things might not get done. Because not all people multitasker. Not all people are multitaskers. So most people they only can do one thing at a time. So more goals can be completed when I focus. I mean, many things can be achieved if you do one thing at a time. You finish one task, you move on to the task. After finishing one task, you go to the other task. All right. Number 36. I need to be able to handle unexpected situation. What does it mean? That means things can happen. things can happen that you don't plan. So when that happen, you must know how to deal with it. So read A, B, C, D, E, F. So which statement correspond to which person? So you only need to write A, B, C, D, E, or F. So when you say paragraph, make sure you write the letter A, B, C, D, E, or F, not the name of the person. Not Hafiz, not Benny, not Chi, not Daryl. Just the letter A, B, C, D, E, or F. Okay. Now, okay, let's look at the answers because it's already 9:51. We hope by 10 o'clock we can finish. All right, so the answers are for number 33, E. Okay, okay. In E, you will find this sentence that means the same. Having regular breaks help in my studies. He says, this strategy gives my mind a chance to recharge. Meaning, you complete one task, then you go to another task. So if that's what you do, you'll be, you know, you that means you're having regular breaks. You need to recharge. You stop to recharge. You stop to have a drink. You stop to have a rest. You stop because you want to relax your eyes and so on. Okay. Number 34, A. I found a way to control my obsession. The sentence that corresponds to that statement is the application tracks the time I can use my phone. So if you use the phone for too long, it will give you alert you. Hey, stop, stop, stop. Number 35, the answer is B. More goals can be completed when I focus. Refer to this sentence. I would rather concentrate on one task and then tick off and then move on to another task. So if you have five tasks to be completed, do one task at a time. Focus. You can get more done. Okay. And number 6, the answer is F. I need to be able to handle unexpected situation. Eh? It comes from this sentence. I got to be flexible. Okay, you plan, and then something happen. So what is your uh, second option? What is your uh, strategy? What must be done to solve the problem? So you have to be flexible. You have to be flexible. Okay. Now we look at the last part. We have a few minutes left. Let's look at the last part. Now, for the last few years, LP has put all the four words to be tested in a paragraph or maybe two paragraph. Depends. It doesn't matter. It can be in one paragraph. It can be in two paragraph. So how do you go about doing this? First, you have to understand the missing words must come from the stimulus. It doesn't mean it must be from starting from A, B, C. No, it can come anywhere. Maybe number 7, it might come from F. Number 38, it might come from B. 39, it might come from D, and so on. It doesn't mean it must follow the order, but the words must be in the stimulus. Okay, it must be stimulus. All right. So the way you go about doing this is you use your knowledge for part two. Part two is language collocation. That means you can guess what would fit in there. Now, for example, number 37, the most common blank for people. So what's the missing word? The most common what? Okay. The most common, normally you need a noun. So number 37 is a noun. The most common what for people, especially student, is their device. So what is the most appropriate word for that? Most common what? Application, most common gadget, for example. Those are possible words that can fit in there. Eh? Number 38, try setting a limit on the amount of time you use your phone and when doing something so you can be blunt. Okay, be what? What's the missing word? Uh, okay, what's the missing word? You can be what? You can uh, ready, you can be try setting a limit, more time use the phone, or when doing something, so you can be is it a verb recharge when you have a long list, you can be ready, you can be so the word that fit in there might be an adjective, it might be a verb. Okay. Though working on multiple things at once can be time saving, often you can never give them equal blank. Ah, okay. Equal what? Equal is an adjective, so number 39, the missing word is a noun. The best way is to arrange your task according to the blank. Okay. The means the next word should be a verb. It should be a noun, sorry. Eh? According to the what, and decline work that you do not have time to complete properly. So number 38 most likely is a noun. 38 it will be an adjective or a noun. Also a verb. Number 39 it is a noun, and number 40 it is a noun. So basically from experience, most of the question for number 38, 37 to 40, they will be nouns. Yes. Sometimes they have a verb, sometimes they have an adjective. So look for the word from the stimulus. Eh? Okay. Now let's me straight away give you the answers because it's getting late. Then you can try this on your own later on. So let's see the answer. The answers are okay. Number 7, distraction. The most common distraction comes from paragraph A. Number 38, you can be productive. That is an adjective. You can be productive. Number 39, attention is a noun. Number 40, deadlines is also a noun. It's also a noun. Okay, so when you have put all the words in the blank, read the text again, see whether it makes sense or not. So if you read the missing words in the blank, you see, oh, it makes sense. The most common distraction, right? You can be productive. Uh, if you want to work on multiple things at one time, you can never give them equal what? Uh, what's the answer to now? Equal attention. The best way to arrange your task according to the deadlines. Okay, so you know you have a deadline. So you put your task according to deadline. We should finish first. We should finish second, and so on. Okay. So with that, that's the end of the session. If you have any question, you can ask in the live chat, or else I wish you all the best. I hope you have understood what need to be done for each part. Eh? And all the best in the coming SPM. If you need questions, papers to test yourself, I have 2 books in the market. Test and Train SPM. There are 6 sets of English papers, all 4 papers, paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, plus the audio, and also 6 sets for Form 4. Uh, they're almost the same. So you can buy them in at the bookstore. It only costs about 15.90. But if you buy in bulk through your school, most likely you get a 20% discount. And also, there are 4 books in the market that I was the chief editor. You can buy if you want to learn about speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Okay, with that, I would like to thank all of you for your time. I hope you have enjoyed the session. We'll be seeing each other again in the future. So with that, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, habis dah. Z. Cakap Z. Z.